you're an icon designer, among other things, and have you learned something from the experience on Lisa as to the effectiveness of icons, how to use them, and how they fit in?
Best experiences is seeing a person who's never used a Lisa before or a Mac before, and even never used a computer before. It is possible, easily possible, to teach most people to use one of these computers in about 20 minutes. And a lot of that is because you can explain what an icon means, and a person can remember it easily.
Good evening. We are truly privileged tonight. We are eyewitnesses to history.
The most comprehensive in history.
Organization has made it official. Smallpox throughout the world has been virtually eliminated.
Los Angeles welcomed the world in 1984.
With a newly found social conscience, the children of the 80s.
Stocks gained 1.5 points. Interest on T-bills.
East Berlin tonight. Tens of thousands of people crossing into West Berlin.
California's Silicon Valley. The youthful exuberance here seems a long way from the mannered halls of 3M.
You can click on a tool like a paintbrush and say, just real quickly, flip out a little image of someone. You can say, draw an eye. Grab it with a lasso, pull it over, peel off the copy. Get another paintbrush. This is a new medium that offers great control turning off. There's 1,000 little dots in ½ an inch, and you have the capacity, either real or magnified, to turn off and on each one of those dots.
Since then, it's become a sort of a shrine. People come, and whenever their wishes are granted, they put up another one of these little plaques.
It was my first pen to paper thinking about how do you create symbols using a small number of monochromatic pixels. Because I didn't have a computer at the time, I was encouraged to get graph paper. On the Macintosh, there were 32 pixels in about ½ an inch. So an icon was 32 by 32, around 1,000 pixels. Quite a bit of freedom, even in a small space with one color. When I got to Apple, there was a tremendous focus on designing the Macintosh so that it would be, as the ad said, the computer for the rest of us. And a big part of that was using visual design to communicate. You didn't have to be a programmer. You didn't have to have specialized knowledge. You didn't have to remember complicated key sequences. Little pictures and symbols made that computer accessible. So I think in that way, design did and can serve as a bridge to be a great equalizer.
Stand amazed, dear viewers, at these wonders of tomorrow. Glimmering crosswalks display figures both man and beast, guided by those miraculous computers. Why, there's even a strange icon called Moof, half dog, half cow, and wholly adored in future times. Next, feast your eyes on the humble icon itself, forged in bustling factories of imagination. A quick tap, a twist of the wrench, voila! Yes, indeed, humanity's quest for simple symbols endures, linking our storied past to the dazzling present. All in a single click.
It's just very direct, no complicated sequence of commands to remember. Here's an old little bit of sample text. This is how the word processor appears to you. A ruler lets you set formats, which is certainly a familiar object. Say you want to go from single to double space, just click on the wider image if you want.
And you can justify or center. We're not going to have time actually, but you could have pulled up pictures from Mac Paint from the scrapbook and then insert them into the document.
Paste them in just by saying paste from the menu. If you want to change a word to be bold, just say bold. Change the font to something like Old English.
I know you're having fun, Susan, but I'm going to have to stop you.
It's hard when it's your baby.
I get the feeling. Well, thanks so much for showing up.